Hi. I pulled some tarot cards regarding the collective's inner child and what y'all needed to know for next week. Um, and I was going to just post the cards and then write, but I was guided to do a video, so I just hopped on really quick. Um, so excuse it, I'm like in bed already. And the lighting like makes my eyes look weird there. Funky. um like I have two different colored eyes. Interesting. There's something that wants to speak to that, but it's not coming out, so maybe it'll come out in a little while. But I wanted to do that, and then I'm going to pull an energy card live, or live. I'm not really live, but I had previously pulled these cards, like I said, and I was just getting into it when Spirit said, do a video. So I'm using the Winnie the Pooh deck tonight for Inner Child, and I love this deck. It speaks to my heart of innocence and days gone by, and Winnie the Pooh has such beautiful life lessons for such a simple bear. So the first card I got is the Eight of Cups. And what's speaking to me intuitively is some of you might be experiencing walking away from people who don't have your best interests at heart. People who I'm hearing have lorded over you. It's an interesting term I haven't heard in a while. People who have put themselves on a pedestal over and above you and look down upon you. And now you're choosing to step into your power and walk away from it. It's the right time to do that in this world. We're called to find soul family right now. People who actually lift us up and who love us for us, and who we can feel supported by and loved by. And all of us are going through such hardship, and if you can find small comfort in the places or people that you can, that's what you're guided to do, because life is short. And if you can't let joy into your life, if you're afraid of experiencing it because you're used to chaos and maybe people not treating you kindly, look into that. That's inner child work. And you might be called upon to be healing some of those shadows. He's doing this under the cover of moon in the dark, so it might be something to think about and look at. You might have shadows to work on. The next card is a happier card, actually. I'm getting more happy energy from this one. It's the Page of Honey Pots, which is the Page of Cups. And I'm hearing to show love to unexpected others that you may cross your path. People that you might not typically even notice or think to react with, or not react, interact. Sorry, when I'm channeling, words sometimes get um people you might not interact with typically. You never know what even just smiling at someone else can do. Um, you could save someone's life just by smiling. We don't know what others are going through right now. And just to show love to someone else, compassion, um, could do wonders in someone's life. Now, these next two are interesting. I had typically, I don't know, they're screwing up my words. I don't know why they're doing that. There's something there with that too. I'm hearing take your time. We get in such a rush that we can be misunderstood. We might speak the wrong words or not know what to say, and instead of taking our time, we can cause confusion or miscommunication that hurts others or that hurts ourselves. And this has nothing to do with these two cards. This is an offset of, but I'm hearing take your time, just have faith in yourself and step back when you're unsure, when you're feeling anxious. You don't have to rush through an interaction. Take a breath and pause. Things come easier that way. Is that it? Okay. Okay, so back to the cards. I have Temperance, and I have the Page of Swords in reverse. So here's Temperance. Ooh, the blue. That was cool. Interesting. Sorry, there are messages wanting to come through tonight that aren't. I've really never experienced that. So there's something there. It's like right there beyond the veil. I can feel it. Because they keep stopping me with these messages, but then they don't give them to me. And it's... Okay, again, I'm hearing slow down. So whoever I'm picking up on the collective tonight is slow down and go within. There's answers there for you. You've been running around and not going within, and the answers you seek are in here. So there's answers that you want, but they're just out of reach because you're really running from them. That's what I'm hearing. So the Page of Swords, here's the reversed. Excuse me, there's that blue again. That's cool. It's like magic. I'll show it to you in the upright. So Temperance is balance. The Page of Swords is clarity. The pages are messengers. Their knowledge, their learning, their students. And the Page of Swords in reverse, the Temperance. There's something here about messages again. I'm like blocked of, they're telling me to read them intuitively. So, okay. Typically, Temperance is balance. And in this card, I'm seeing chaos. They're in the rain, and Pooh's holding this umbrella over Christopher Robin he's got his boots off, so his feet are all wet, and Pooh is actually not even under the umbrella, and the rain is coming down sideways, and I don't feel balance. I feel they're both getting drenched, even though they have this huge umbrella, and things aren't quite what they are supposed to be. Because Christopher Robin's boots that he's taken off are full of water. He's dumping water from one into another. So they're not doing their job. The umbrella's not doing its job. So, oh, you're not using the tools you have. You have them and you're taking them for granted, and they're not doing their job because you're not using them like you should. I don't like using the word should or shouldn't, but I loosely use that, if it resonates, take it. But that's what I'm getting. That's a powerful message. You have powerful tools for the exact job you need them for, and you're not using them as you should. So everything seems skewed and chaotic, and you're getting wet in the rain when just use your umbrella the way it's meant to be used. And the Page of Swords in reverse. Again, they're not giving me the message for this card. It's right there, and I'm frustrated. Somebody out there is frustrated. It's right in front of them, like I said with the other card, with Temperance. It's right there, but you're not going within. It's like the message that you need is right there, but it's being hidden from you, and you're frustrated. I feel it. Like I'm getting anxious, and there's chaos around you, but there's also signs and synchronicities that you're missing because you're panicked. Breathe. You have a job to do, is what I'm hearing. You have a job to do, and you have the tools to do it, and you're capable. Ooh. I'm getting emotional now. You're capable. And if you only believe in yourself, you can get the job done easily. No sweat. But right now you're anxious and you're not seeing things clearly, and you're not using the tools that you have wisely. So you're not gaining the knowledge that you need to do the job that you're doing, or to come through the situation, whatever it is. It's different for everybody. This is a collective reading, so it's not personal. It's not a personal reading. So it's going to be different for everybody, but whatever situation you're in that's making you anxious, that's making you panicked, even frustrated, you know you can do this, you know you have it, you know what the answers are, but they're not quite coming to you because you're running from yourself or you're running from it. Get still, meditate, breathe, just close your eyes and go within and ask your heart what the truth is, what you need to know, what tools you use. Whatever spiritual team you have, I personally use archangels a lot and ascended masters. I call upon them daily when I need anything, like the simplest of things. I call upon them and I say, hey, I need support in this area. And I surrender it, and then I get it. It might not be instant, but they show me. And the more you do that, the more you build rapport with them. They cannot help you unless you ask, because we have free will as humans. So whoever your spiritual team is, ask them for support. You know, if you're not getting the answers from within, if you're blocking yourself, you can ask them for support with that. Say, hey, I'm having a tough time here. For some reason, I am not getting the answers I seek from myself. I'm blocked. Help me. For my higher good, help me. And they will. Oh, the message is coming from the 2 different colored eyes that I said earlier. They're giving it to me now, finally. They're saying you're seeing things through 2 different lenses. It's skewing things. You're not seeing things as they really are because you're caught up in the chaos. So again, it's the same message. Just go within, slow down, give yourself grace. Stop panicking, stop running, because that only makes it worse. And get still and ask for guidance. When you start to learn to trust yourself, you don't need as much guidance. But until then, whoever I'm speaking to, I believe you're kind of on the beginning of this journey. So go within and ask for guidance. It will be given to you. It might not be in your time. It's divine timing. But it'll be given to you. I'm going to pull one of these cards. It's Healing the Inner Child Oracle deck, which I love this deck. The energy is really great. I'll see what I get intuitively, and then I might be guided to read the book. So we'll see what they give me. I also have something in my eye right now. So yeah, there's kind of pain around you. It's not horrible pain, but it's just enough to kind of knock you off your track, knock you off your path. It's just, there's stuff going on around you that's, I feel it. I feel your energy. Again, just slow down and breathe. Because I feel like, woo, right now. So Spirit, what does the collective need to know? What does their inner kids need to know right now about what they've got going on for the week ahead? What guidance can we give them for the week ahead? Okay. So we got 2. We have soul retrieval. And this actually kind of reminds me of the Pooh card, the 8 of Cups. And then we have hope, which is really beautiful. And so these numbers are, hope is 41, soul retrieval is 37, which soul retrieval reduces down to, the 37 reduces down to a 10, which is a 1. So it's endings and new beginnings. Hope is 4 and 1, 41, which is a 5, which is change. So that energy that I'm feeling, you're going through a lot right now. You're going through changes of ending out cycles so you can begin something new. And it's a lot of change and it's a lot of confusion. There's shadow work that needs to be done. If you're not aware and you want support with that, reach out. I'll leave my email somewhere, wherever I'm putting this, in comments or description box or wherever. It's particlesofsoul328@gmail.com. But it's speaking of, there's shadow work to be done, but there's hope in it. Like the light, you're not deep in the shadows. There's the sun's here, or it might be the moon, but there's light. You're not deep in the trenches of your shadow work. And I'm hearing there's peace to be found in it. They're all just sleeping under the tree. The wind's blowing and it's a little chaotic, but they're sleeping, they're peaceful. So your shadow work is going to bring you peace. It's time to find lost pieces of yourself. It's time to integrate those. So you can be your true self and live your best life. It's a magical place to be once you get there. When you stop being afraid of what other people think, when you stop wanting and seeking outside validation, it's a beautiful place to be. And yes, from time to time as humans, we're built to connect. So we do need reassurance from time to time, but that's different than seeking validation over and over again. Like, who likes my posts and how many likes do I have and how many followers do I have? And just for an example for social media, it's, I used to get caught up in that stuff, and it's so much more peaceful that I post what I want when I want for myself and also for others when I'm guided to, just to spread joy and love. And it reaches those who it's meant to. And that's all I care about now. And that's my path. And it's so much more peaceful than to worry about who likes me. And, yeah, they're telling me something about the silence. There's peace in the silence. If you only learn to just take that opportunity, again, going back to the poo cards, it's the same message. It's getting still and finding peace in that. Stop running from yourself. I know emotions can be scary, as someone who's run from herself her entire life. In the middle of doing the work, I've been doing this work since I was in my early 20s, but sometimes we don't realize we're running from ourselves still. We can be doing the work and running simultaneously. I found that out. And it's, it's kind of mind blowing. So yeah, just get still and go within. That's a big message for this week. Not to give into the chaos. Just kind of like being in the eye of the storm. Be an observer. Don't let fear get the best of you. Just see what you need to see. Dodge what you need to dodge, but calmly. Like, don't let it F with your head, and your nervous system. Like, there's no good that comes from having a chaotic, dysregulated nervous system. It throws your thoughts off and your feelings and your vibration and everything. It does no one any good. So, have hope. Know that there's better days coming. They're back to the message is almost right there. Oh, okay, wait, it's right there. You're blocking your own hope. You're blocking your own better days. You see it, you get a glimpse of what you want to bring in or what's right there in front of you, and you panic and you shut down and you hide from it because you're afraid of it. You self-sabotage. Our egos, Lily, our egos keep us safe. It's a false safety because it's what we're used to. If you're used to chaos, the safety is in, at least you know what to expect from it, right? But what if the unknown is beautiful? And yes, it's a leap of faith into the unknown, and it's scary, and it's a chance that you have to take. It's a gamble. But this is where trusting in yourself gets to be a beautiful thing, because once you trust yourself enough, you know you have your own back regardless of what's going to happen if you take that leap. Okay, I take this leap, and if it doesn't work out, I'm golden anyway. But if you don't learn to trust in yourself, you're stuck in the chaos. Who wants to live like that? You know? And yes, we get complacent and we can get stuck there because it is comfortable, you know? But look at the difference in I mean, yes, this is beautiful, but it's still chaotic. Look at the beauty here. They're playing. They've got balloons. They're flying in the air with the colors around, and it's so bright and cheerful. I mean, let's go play. Play more this week. Play and allow yourself to get a bird's eye view of what you're going through. Again, be the observer instead of in the middle of the chaos. Rise above it. Even if you have to visualize it, go within and visualize what you're going through and the different steps you can take, the different outcomes. You know, don't get stuck in a rabbit hole of going down hundreds of, because I've been there too, irrational thoughts. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about just a few different options of, okay, what if I do this? What's that look like? And on the flip side, what if I do this and decide that? Be an observer and calmly do it. It gets you out of the chaos a lot faster. And when you're an observer, as opposed to when you're in the middle of it, going down those rabbit holes with intrusive thoughts, and that's the chaos, and that's when you're in the middle of it. And that's not where you want to be. That doesn't solve you. Interesting. That doesn't solve your issues. There's something, they're bringing me back to solve you. Solve you. Do your inner child work. Solve yourself first. When you solve yourself first, you can solve anything on the outside. You look for answers on the inside. Solve you. Thanks, Spirit. That's cool. That's a cool message. Find time to play this week. Even though I know, because I'm seeing it in the message, things are chaotic for you right now, whatever you're going through. But find beauty in it. Find playfulness in it. Because that's when the answers will come. When you're in a place of, they're just saying non-chaos. Playfulness takes you out of that mindset, of that chaotic, crazy mindset. Yeah, that's where the hope lies. Tomato. Yeah. I'm guided to read hope. So let me do that really quick. Oh, and I'm guided too. Okay, so this is something I've worked on personally. I just said really quick. We don't have to be in a hurry. A lot of us as kids were conditioned to rush through everything because, we're kids and our caregivers were, clueless about a lot of things, right? And we were always just rushed. Hurry up, do this, do that, hurry. And so now as adults, we feel like when you're in survival mode, everything's like, oh, and you're worried about what other people think and other people's time. And well, we're important too. Taking up space is our right. And that's where we have the right to pause. Like from the beginning of the video, we have the right to pause and breathe and take a moment to respond instead of react. So yeah, you don't have to do things quickly. Time is an illusion anyway. Hope. Hope allows us to keep dreaming and waking up day after day, hoping for wholeness, healing, and happiness. Hope is an essential part of our lives. It is within us, and if you are looking at this card, hope is yours. Hope is not foolish. Hope is wise, it is strong, and it is resilient. When we are hopeful, we are able to set goals and take constructive steps toward achieving these goals and meeting our needs. Meeting our needs. Someone's having a hard time finding their voice. And again, my throat's closing up. Someone's having a hard time in the chaos finding their voice. They're losing their confidence. And again, that's where shadow work can come in, learning to trust yourself, building yourself up. It goes back to the initial message somewhere in here, I forget where, about finding your soul family to lift you up, finding others that love you for you. That can help a lot too. Okay. As human beings, our hope for a better world with more justice and kindness drives us each day to improve our habits and behaviors. Hope allows us to forge ahead as we create new ways of being in the world. This card reminds you that hope is always within reach and that our hope nourishes us and brings us courage. When you're at the end of your rope, tie a knot and hold on. And here's an exercise actually you can do for your inner child. Travel back in time and allow your little one to show you what they hoped for. Some of these dreams might have come true. Others might have transformed or been outgrown. Do you remember what you hoped for as a child? With your current perspectives, are some of those hopes and dreams still true for you? Is who you are today what your inner child hoped to become? Spend some time recalling struggles you might have encountered and how you overcame them. We strengthen our relationship with hope each time we step beyond fear and discomfort, when we try something new, when we fail and still persevere. Stepping outside of our comfort zone, right? Moving through that fear. Say to your inner child, hope has carried us here, and we will continue to journey with hope in our hearts. Learn from yesterday, live for today, hope for tomorrow. That's by Albert Einstein. So yeah, that's really beautiful. So your message for this week is, first of all, give yourself a break. Life is chaotic and will continue to be that way, I think, for a little while. We're all going through it, so you're not alone. And there's always hope. You know? Go within, ask your spirit team to help you out. Slow down, stop running from yourself. look at fear as a friend bringing you a message. I don't know if this helps, but instead of, when you're afraid, don't push it away, don't run. Stop. Look at it. Sit with it. Ask it. What are you trying to tell me here? What do we need to know here to move? How do I move through you? Because running and shoving it down makes things worse. It doesn't go anywhere. It stays and it gets worse. It builds and it gets worse. So befriend it. And I have a couple open slots this week. If you'd like to talk more about that, email me. I hope this helped. I'd love to hear any comments you have, or what you're going through. Just be gentle with yourselves and play and go within. I'm sending you guys love and peace.